Hey everyone, welcome back. We like to go deep here, and today we're diving deep into financial independence.
Yeah, it's all about that financial freedom, right?
Exactly. Especially for all you entrepreneurs out there hustling, building your dreams.
hmm
We actually found this prompt online that caught our eye.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Something about 5 golden rules for financial independence, specifically for, like you said, new entrepreneurs.
Exactly. And it got us thinking, what does that really look like in practice?
Right, like how can those rules actually help someone starting out make those tough financial decisions and stuff?
So that's our mission today, to break it down. No jargon, just straight talk.
Awesome, I'm all for that. Where do we start?
Well, I think it makes sense to start at the very beginning. Foundation. Okay.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So, first things first, you got to track your spending. Like, really know where your money is going.
Okay, track spending. Seems pretty basic, but I'll be honest, I sometimes feel like I'm drowning in spreadsheets already. How do you make tracking less of a chore?
I hear you. I mean, who wants to spend all their time logging every penny? But that's where technology comes in, right? There's so many apps out there that can kind of automate a lot of this for you.
Yeah, true. I guess it's finding what works best, right? Like,
Mm.
is it a detailed budget or just checking your bank statements regularly?
Yeah, it's about finding a system that clicks for you and then using that to identify patterns. Like, oh, wow, I spend way more on eating out than I thought.
Exactly. And then you can make informed decisions
Yeah.
about where you want to cut back, maybe redirect that money to.
Savings. That brings us to golden rule number 2, saving consistently.
Saving. I feel like that word makes a lot of people cringe, especially when you're first starting a business and every penny counts.
It's true, but even small amounts saved regularly can grow like crazy over time. Compound interest, man. It's like magic.
Yeah, compound interest, that's a game changer. I remember reading about the latte factor somewhere,
Yeah.
the idea that cutting back on those small daily expenses like that fancy coffee.
Oh, yeah, the latte factor. I know that one. And it's not even just about lattes, it's about all those little things that can add up without you even realizing it.
So are you saying I have to give up my daily coffee fix?
Not necessarily. It's more about being mindful. Maybe 3 lattes a week instead of 5. Or maybe you find a cheaper place. Little changes, big impact over time.
Okay, that's doable. I like that. So we're tracking, we're saving. Now what? What do we do with that hard-earned cash?
We invest it. Wisely, of course. That's golden rule number 3.
Investing.
Hmm.
I feel like a lot of new entrepreneurs get intimidated by that word. They think they need to be like Wall Street experts or something.
Yeah, it can seem overwhelming at first, but it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to be picking individual stocks or anything like that.
So where do you even begin?
There are simpler ways to invest, like low-cost index funds. They're basically like baskets of stocks that track the performance of the overall market.
So less risk involved.
Exactly. It's a good way to diversify your investments without needing to have like a deep understanding of the stock market.
And as you gain more experience,
Yeah.
you can branch out,
Right.
explore other options.
Yeah, totally. Real estate, maybe even angel investing in other startups, something an entrepreneur might actually have a good feel for.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Using your entrepreneurial knowledge to make investment decisions. But hold on, isn't there a risk of being too conservative with investments? Especially early on when you need to grow your business.
That's a great point. It's about finding that balance. Maybe in the early stages, you go for a little more conservative approach to build that solid base.
Right, okay.
But then as your business grows and you get more comfortable with risk, you could start allocating a portion of your investments to, more aggressive high growth opportunities.
Got it. So it's a progression, starting safe and then getting a little more adventurous as you go.
Exactly. It's all about aligning your investments with your overall financial goals. And speaking of aligning, it's important to manage debt wisely. That's golden rule number 4.
Ah, yes, debt. The D word. It's a tricky one, right?
It is. But debt can be a tool. It can help you grow your business. The problem is when it gets out of control.
So how do you avoid that? How do you make sure debt works for you, not against you?
That's where understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt comes in.
Ooh, good debt versus bad debt. Tell me more.
Okay, so think of it this way. Let's say you take out a business loan to invest in some new equipment that's going to help you streamline your production. That could be considered good debt because it's an investment that has the potential to generate more income for you in the future.
Right, it's strategic.
Exactly. Now, let's say you rack up a bunch of credit card debt, buying things you don't really need just for the sake of keeping up with appearances.
Ooh, yeah, been there, done that. Especially in those early days, you can feel the pressure to project this image of success.
I get it. But that kind of debt, that high-interest credit card debt, that's usually considered bad debt. It's not helping you grow, and it can quickly spiral out of control.
Yeah, you learn that lesson the hard way sometimes.
Definitely. But hey, it's all part of the learning process, right?
True. Speaking of learning, what's our final golden rule?
Golden rule number 5 is all about continuous learning and adapting. Because the thing is, the world of finance is always changing.
Oh, tell me about it. New technologies, new trends, it's a lot to keep up with.
It is. So whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts like This One Chuckles, or even attending workshops and stuff, you got to stay curious.
So where do you even begin? There's so much information out there.
Start with what interests you. Is it investing, budgeting, or understanding like the bigger economic picture? There are resources for everything.
That's a good point. Find what sparks your interest and go from there.
Exactly. Experiment, you know? Try different things and see what resonates with you.
All right, so let's recap those 5 golden rules of financial independence. Track your spending, save consistently, invest wisely,
Manage debt smartly.
and continuously learn and adapt. Boom. 5 steps to financial freedom.
That's it. Your roadmap to success.
So inspiring.
Ooh.
Okay, listeners, now it's your turn. What's the first step you're going to take towards your financial independence?
It doesn't have to be this huge, massive thing, but think about it. What's one action you can take?
Even a small step in the right direction can make a big difference. Because, as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And remember, this whole financial independence thing, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So stay focused, stay informed.